FaZe Clan, Cloud9 to close the night. Shields up, weapons hot, we're rocking and rolling, folks.
Are you going to rock and roll into an early lead, or are we going to see a little bit of stalemate to begin with? Starting strategy is always very important on Aquarius. Capture the flag. If you can get in, get out, and get an early flag, it can sometimes be the perfect recipe to getting your foothold into this game. But it does look like Trippy's teammates have gone down. And sadly, a screen that I can't see what's happening at the moment, so we'll have to see and check in with what's happening over there. There we go. We found another observer, so absolutely fine. We're back underway.
On board with Lucid as well. Don't worry, the black screen wasn't long enough that we've missed any flag captures, although we have missed a few people hitting the respawn screen. As a matter of fact, 3 members of FaZe Clan went down. Lucid was the last man alive, and he's inside his own base, looking to play a little bit of defense.
It has to. With his team going down like that, you just have to accept the responsibility that you are the last point of defense, and you have to hold the fort. At Cloud9, they weren't really able to capitalize on the early damage and the early kills. And I think that bodes well for FaZe, that even when they have lost a couple of members, they are doing well to just hold off the brute force that Cloud9 are trying to shove in. And they are still marching forward here.
Sometimes that could be the difference between the top teams, is that when you get the advantages, you capitalize on them. And Cloud9 just playing a little bit patient, maybe too patient. Baiting FaZe Clan out of the base, but they're not interested in biting onto that bait. Cloud9 laying siege. Collect's going to run the flag bottom middle. He gets picked, though. That's the opener that FaZe Clan so desperately needed. Lucid will slide forward over towards the front base, and engagement's going down over towards the fridge. If Uzi's gotten one, Sab another. Penguin will answer back. Big fight goes down the front base, and Lucid comes out on top.
Had to come out on top as well. It's looking a little bit concerning as well. Missed a few shots, but Lucid does just lock in, ensures he gets the kill, and now FaZe can start to push out and gain some control of this map, although that was blindsided there. Lucid did not expect Collect to be coming out of nowhere.
You have to clear your corners. Gotta mind your P's and Q's. Teams like Cloud9 will punish it. Snakebite's happy with the damage he's done. He's gonna back away here. Being chased down by a Vusi. General gets the next one. Collect will back away. Just stalling for as long as he can, waiting for his teammates to spawn back up, waiting for a full complement of players before venturing out here. Collect will get one.
You can already tell, just the opening couple of minutes here, that this is going to be a series that could just be defined by a couple of magical moments. We've casted a few games today where it has been a little bit one-sided in the opening stages, and you kind of know really where that series is going to be heading just off of what you've seen, but I think Cloud9 are going to be well up for this fight here, and FaZe Clan need to be prepared for that.
The start's been a little bit tense, a little bit nervy. Both teams all too aware of how important this one is. Just gives you a slightly easier bracket run. You can top the pool. Boo-boo-doo-boo. 3 dead for FaZe Clan. Cloud9 looks to be threatening to put the first flag cap on the board. A boo-boo-doo-boo breaks the deadlock. 1-0 now to Cloud9.
You always have to keep tabs on the Dubu. You can't allow him to just walk into your base for free, because he's in, he's out. It's a heist. And that flag is back home thanks to assistance from the rest of the team. But now you have to turn offense into defense here. You need to ensure that you don't allow an easy walk-in and an easy counter-cap for FaZe. Penguin and Snakebite going down is good news. But Booba needs to make sure that this flag is covered, and it looks like he's done his job.
Flag cap solidified. Boo-Boo was the last man alive for the moment. FaZe Clan can venture forward now. Penguin taking a little bit of shots, a little bit of damage over there.
Enemy flag
as he used the thruster pack just to back away and prioritize surviving. FaZe Clan pushing from the fridge side. Lucid and Snakebite then. Trying to push out of the closet. Trippy laying siege now, throwing down some nades, trying to get some opening damage. Something that FaZe Clan can build on. Penguin enters the base, bait and switch there. Penguin and Trippy combine once more. The use of the thruster pack comes in clutch. Penguin gets yet another pick. Can't get a melee onto a Vusi. Snakebite trying to get close here, but it looks like FaZe Clan are forced to give this one up.
3 dead again. Lucid, the last remaining player, again as well, just trying to hold off the attack from Cloud9, but with him getting shut down, they can now begin to move up yet again. Lucid is doing well at delaying when he's the last player, I will say. If he had gone down like a few seconds earlier, you lose a lot of map control, and Cloud9 would be able to capitalize potentially with another flag run. Cloud9 are being patient, but one thing we learned from this series earlier, FaZe Clan versus Luminon, is that it didn't matter if they went behind. They always did find a way back in, and maybe that's something that Cloud9 have to be aware of. FaZe Clan are not dead until they're dead, right?
Very center advantage. Lucid just tried to evade. Double kill for Snakebite though. That could be huge. Opening the door now. As he drives the flag forward, we spoke about how quickly some people can run flags. Likes a Penguin. Snakebite too. Collect gets a big kill though to trade out. And that could mean that this flag capture's not going to go in quite as easy as he would like. Lucid gets 2. Collect and Boo in the respawn screen. And Lucid now taking it upon himself to pick up the flag. Pushing it forward. Driving it in. No more damage coming his way. 1-1 the score.
Yeah, that's much better from FaZe Clan as well. It wasn't necessarily the cleanest of flag runs, but they don't have to be. As long as you've got a plan in action and you're prepared to train it in. We start to see Lucid heat up alongside Snakebite. Remember, Snakebite had one heck of a series against Luminon earlier. And really did almost drag them through that series at times. And that's what you need from your players. You need someone to be able to step up, even if you're not playing particularly well as a team. And every member on FaZe Clan is capable of doing that.
Just grinding out results, grinding out scores. Even when it looks, for all the world, like they're out. You know they rely and they bank on their Slayers. But if they can win this objective, it really puts them in good stead. 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. You can't help but feel this next flag capture is massive for this game.
I feel like if Cloud9 go ahead, then who knows what will happen, but I feel like if FaZe Clan were to take the lead, we might just see this one slip out of Cloud9's hands. FaZe are very good at holding on to a lead when they have one. Lucid and Trippy have just found 2. Thankfully for Cloud9, Sab was able to shut down Penguin, otherwise that might have got a little bit ugly. As you can see, they're on the back foot, they're having to retreat into their base. Just turtle up a little bit here.
There's 2 members in the closet. Lucid got 1. Sab takes some damage, backs away, tries to live, collects, soars out, gets 1. That will relieve some pressure. Snakebite, grenade might just do the damage and does. A trade is what they have to settle for. And it's now Cloud9. They can get map control. Camouflage about to pop up. This one's going to be huge.
4 minutes 30 left on the clock, Camo coming up. Let's jump into a listening with FaZe Clan and see how they stop Cloud9 with this Camo.
Weak.
Yeah, we never killed P1, boys.
Yeah. Hold on. Dead.
That's 2 dead.
Came on
Car 3. Came on Car 3.
There's a guy
Spawn there, Jen.
Our jump bridge is gonna come in.
Up car, okay.
Our jump bridge.
Stay down, stay down. Watching you.
Camo guy might kill me.
Yeah.
Yo, our vent. Half shields car 3. 2 shot car 3. One shot car 3, Sab. One shot
There's
car
like
3.
a 1. There's like a 1.
P2.
There's another one there.
Ammo is our wall.
He's weak.
Our wall. There's another one there, P street.
One of the Gen, bro. One of the Gen.
Yeah. Only one here, Max.
That's one spawner.
Weak. I'm trying to be left.
Collect this camo,
Dead.
We're still missing camo. We're still missing camo, guys.
I mean, I'm trying to go right, man.
Needing it.
Yep. Car last guys. Car
There.
3.
Watching low car.
I did car
Yo,
3.
one guy going back to the door.
Never killed car 1. Sab behind us maybe.
Flex still has camo.
I know.
That was out there, car glass.
Yo,
Car
to their window, to their flag.
low gen, and car 2. 2 shot shrooms.
That's
here.
Car 1.
One away.
Yeah, just keep running. 2 jump bridge.
Brick weak.
Brick to
He's
bottom
inside
mid.
bottom mid.
Bottom mid weak, Tommy. Going to you. Bottom
Another
mid
one
weak.
there, Jen. They're Jen and P2 as well.
P1.
P1
Step
now.
thrust probably.
Going our side pink right now. It's our
Yeah,
fridge.
our fridge.
Yeah.
Dude,
We coming back flags in?
Yeah, there's a guy bridge as
Back
well.
flag.
One shot at fridge. Absolutely.
Somewhere our flag, really?
Still our flag. Our fridge, I mean. Still our fridge.
He's our
Getting out,
P2.
guys.
He's our P2. P street. He's P2 wall.
I got him one hit.
Yep, our street.
Tommy weak. One shot
I'm
car 3.
playing.
No, there was and P2, our car 2. And there was a guy P2 earlier.
He's our shrooms. Our shrooms at the thrust going up.
And our gen.
Two
Our gen with
2
combo.
our gen guys. 2 our gen. Look at that. Come back. I'm coming back.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright,
One
we
more.
got top streams. We got top streams. I'm leaving that guy now.
I'm looking at BJ.
Back pillar weak.
Yeah, they're gen
Going
bridge.
our
Gen bridge.
shrooms weak.
Is he weak, Tommy, or no?
He has a shot.
BR.
BR, look at Mayjoy.
Amigas.
Pushing their Jen. He's probably took car,
Our
top car,
top-
probably.
Got one.
Car 3. Yo, front base. RP door.
I heard that.
Yeah.
RP door and car 3.
Peter out.
He's half shields.
Pick up your door,
Three
guys.
coming.
2 RP door, Joey. Careful. Hitting our Eli jump. No, one missed it.
Car 3 again.
Our window now.
Top mid. Alright,
Yeah,
Eli
flag
jump.
weak.
Shrooms as well.
One shot bowling. Dead.
Very difficult to try and break through either defense at the moment, but both teams trying so hard right now to see if they can get that flag on the board. You said the next flag might be huge, but the longer this time ticks away, it could be the last chance of getting a flag on the board as now Cloud9 begin to run it.
Sab, down to no shields. And even less shields than he had before. His HP starting to take a hit.
Oh, that's risky.
Nade lands at his feet, keeps him weak. Lucid gets 2. 3 dead now. Boo Boo, last man alive inside his base. And Here comes the siege. Forced to back away. Cannot stay alive. Collect threatens to head up towards the P side. And now a counter cap opportunity may come to fruition. Lucid getting some kills. Sab desperately trying to stay alive. Lucid keeps the flag alive just by getting a touch, tossing it towards the front base. Boobadooboo soaring out from bottom middle. Snakebite settles for a trade. This flag's in no man's land. Penguin gets yet another touch just to keep it alive. Manages to just stay alive. Heading towards the base now. Sab position top middle. Wants to do as much damage as he can. Penguin gets in the flag. A minute now for Cloud9 to respond.
Again, it was messy. They grinded it out, but all that matters is they have a 2-1 lead now. And only a minute 10 on the clock, but 3 dead. Only Trippy alive now on the side of FaZe Clan. Big nades coming through. Has to connect. Does get the kill, or at least gets the damage to get the assist. And that will just slow down Cloud9 here. They did have a bit of control, but now they need to fight back. They can't afford to just willy-nilly run this flag. Otherwise, they will give control back to FaZe Clan.
Never willy-nilly your flag. Ever, ever. Don't do it. Trippy steps onto the flag. Sends it home now. A lot of work to be done, and not a lot of time to do it. Urgency is needed. Desperation, perhaps, needed here for Cloud9. And it's Sab over towards the fridge. His life is so important here. Gets one on the Trippy. A huge opening now for Cloud9. If they can capitalize on the 2 slays that they've got, Avusi makes the jump. Sab's trying to join him, but just slips off the edge. Penguin does damage. Penguin stays alive in the lays, and Trippy gets one.
Great defensive work from all members, really, of FaZe Clan. They were ready, primed with grenades, and Cloud9 looks like it will be too much now.
Time dwindles down then. FaZe Clan looking a lot more comfortable now. A successful hold. Defense stands strong. FaZe Clan take the series lead.
The hinges.
Well, we're ready to get right back into things. This series will send shockwaves and ripples throughout this tournament. If this one result goes the way, it probably shouldn't. If Cloud9 can get themselves on the board. You speak about planting the seeds of doubt. If Cloud9 can take the Slayer here, all of a sudden we have a real series on our hands.
Yeah, we really do, especially with Lattice coming up, and we've already seen FaZe struggle on that map. And whilst that was strongholds rather than King of the Hill, it's definitely not something that they seem to be particularly comfortable with at the moment, as we see an early lead now. And you speak about moments, you speak about magic. Well, collect camouflage plus shock rifle. This is your time to shine.
Finds one. They haven't spotted out the second player in Penguin down there. Collects, Spidey senses were tingling, he doubles back. Desperately trying to find help from his teammates. It's not going to come on time. As a matter of fact, he's actually passed over the shock rifle here. And Cloud9 forced to back away to pipes. In terms of managing some plays, Dan, Penguin being able to survive there has done FaZe Clan the world of good.
You don't expect 2 players to be there, really. I mean, you get the one and you think, okay, there was one rat trying to hide away, but 2 of them is always going to be a surprise.
And I almost wonder if the play call was, with Snakebite, with the way he was standing there, was it almost shoot me and keep going? Was there an element of, if I can just keep my teammate alive? It's all theory craft. It probably wasn't that case. Snakebite probably angry Penguin didn't help him.
Waving the white flames. He's like, why didn't you peek with me? We could have killed that guy. But now Penguin's the last one laughing. He has the shock rifle in hand, but FaZe Clan still down 6-5 here, but things have slowed down. As I mentioned earlier, it can get to this point because you, especially going up against a shock rifle, you're hesitant to poke out.
Penguin put down a lot of really good damage. Good enough for the kill against Collect. Lucy's forced to back away. Lucy's lost his shield, so Cloud9 almost thinking about pushing forward there. The information was passed along that Penguin was also in the fight. There's 2 members of FaZe Clan in full retreat here. Both players down to no shield. The collapse comes. Collect gets one. Sab another. Penguin and Trippy hit the respawn screen. Avusi puts Lucid away as well. Snakebite down to no shield. Beautiful movement, and Avusi gets one more.
Such a brilliant play from Cloud9 right from the get-go. Penguin had Turbine, was controlling so much space, and wasn't allowing anyone from Cloud9 to push up. So Cloud9 took 3 different angles to focus on Turbine and force Penguin to retreat. And then as soon as they got him out of Turbine, they were able to collapse onto FaZe Clan and force them back into Elevator. And now find themselves with a 4-kill lead and another camo, and it's in the hands of Boobadooboo. He's a sneaky one.
Time to play with. Reconnaissance work underway. Boo Boo will just reveal himself by shooting that battle rifle. Penguin will get the audio cue that he knows exactly where that player's positioned now. And as he steps up, he overstays his welcome here, perhaps down to no shield, gets taken care of. A misplay from Boo Boo. 3 go down for Cloud9. And they've really let FaZe Clan away with one there.
I will say I don't really like the play from Boo Boo. Whilst he's giving a lot of information, he perhaps could have done a little bit more with the camouflage, but sometimes trigger discipline isn't the easiest thing. You feel like those couple of shots might just be able to help your teammates push up. Regardless, they are still 4 kills ahead, Cloud9, so it's not the biggest detriment that he went down. New shock rifles up though, that's why we're seeing a big fight happen in the moment as both teams trying to take control.
2 members of C9 positioned towards the tower. Vusi in blue. Collect's gonna spawn up there as well. So all 4 players in this corner of the map, and they're trying to take space here by keeping control of white. Drippy goes down, as does Booba Doo. So trades all the way. Penguin's quite a while away from this fight here. Collect gets one with the snake bite, but answer back with a stick. The shock rifle just not been able to have the influence that perhaps Penguin would want right now.
Cloud9 are able to just keep a 4-kill lead at the moment. It's a nice amount to be ahead by because it requires a full squad wipe if you are going to get back into this game. And Cloud9 have done very well at trading out. Even when FaZe look like they're in the ascendancy and have a lot of control, Cloud9 just seem to be able to pick off a couple of them. And that might frustrate FaZe a little bit because they'll want to be controlling this game. They want to be ahead so that they can dictate the pace, not allow Cloud9 to do so.
Damage towards elevator. Booba Doo Boo gets taken care of. Vusi's looking to seek refuge and sanctuary over towards the tower. Penguin hasn't cleared him. Good reason, because Snakebite already got him. Boo Boo and Pipes. Camouflage scooped up by Lucid. FaZe Clan doing a much better job of prioritizing those power-ups now. Plasma pistol in the hands of Lucid, but he's forced to back away here. Does not want to reveal himself, as there's too many enemy combatants around him.
Oh, uh-oh. Not an easy watch, that one. And Collect's gonna take full advantage of it, not being taken down by Lucid. Eventually gets shut down by Penguin, but Cloud9 getting maybe a couple of kills that they shouldn't have. And again, it's just those fine margins. There's those little moments, a couple of shots missed here or there. Shots that maybe wouldn't be missed typically, but in this series, it seems like anything can happen at the moment.
We didn't like Booba Dooba's camo play. We didn't like Lucid's all that much either. Snakebite gets one, steps out for a second. Did the plasma grenade stick? It did not. Booba Doo Boo, triple kill now for the general. He's moving, he's marching forward, trying to rally the troops.
Brings FaZe Clan within 1. Still 5 minutes 45 on the clock, so plenty of time, but there is a real chance that this game could come down to time. Unless it suddenly picks up the pace and one team really gains control and starts pushing spawns, but with the back and forth trades that we've seen at the moment, it is going to continue to be at a much slower pace. Shock rifle is in the hands though of Collect. Sadly doesn't connect with that one, but thankfully his bandit will still do the damage.
With good reason. His name is Collect, not Connect. So we'll give him a pass. Like you rightfully said, it is tick-tock on the clock and the party might stop. The FaZe Clan don't put Cloud9 to bed. They've now got that lead, 2 kills to be exact, 5 minutes now. Just tick under. And now you start to worry because FaZe Clan are very good once they get into a lead.
Yeah, I'm curious how FaZe play this now. You can see that we've had far more kills in like the last minute than we did in the previous 3, for example. Because as FaZe took the lead, they tried to take it to Cloud9 a little bit and push those players who were on a bit of a split spawn. Still have that 2-kill lead. It is cut down now by Collect, who has really been the player to watch for Cloud9. I said that Sab can step up, but don't forget, we've seen Collect take Slayer games by the scruff of the neck and dominate against various different teams. He really does thrive in these kind of environments.
And you spoke about how the reputation that Collect had, and we were waiting for him to have his moment, have his big series on land. He's trying to provide that here and now in this game 2 Slayer against FaZe. And Trippy has another camouflage. FaZe Clan doing a much better job at managing the camouflage, but can they now start to turn that into points on the board?
Good damage initially from Trippy here. And remember, there was a 4-kill lead for Cloud9 earlier, but now FaZe Clan have ripped it away from them, and at the perfect time to do so as well, in the business end of this game. 9 more kills required for FaZe, and look at the difference. The play that Trippy's making with the camouflage compared to what we saw earlier from Boo Boo. Waited for his moment, didn't give up his position, dipped in, took a couple of shots, realized he's not going to connect and get any kills, backs away and waits for the rest of the team. And now the likes of Snakebite capitalizes on said damage and gets a kill.
Is the firing Cloud9 just starting to burn out? Is it settling down to ash, or can they start to stoke the flames? A 3-kill game it remains. But we know how quickly this can turn on its head. Trippy dives in, settled for 1, and maybe 1's good enough.
I don't love it, but at the same time, when you get in the call that damage is being done, there is a world you come out with 2. And they are trying to pin Cloud9 in now. They are trying to force the narrative in their favor. 4 more kills are left. Penguin probably dies here and will. So Cloud9 are doing well to respond. This one's not guaranteed.
Not out of it just yet.
Shock's up.
Fusi in gold. Backing away, you know damage has been done. You can hear it being fired from across the map from Trippy, bottom tower. And our FaZe Clan happy just to bait this shock rifle.
Imagine how different it could have been if Trippy hadn't have just barreled his way into there. Maybe had bided his time a little bit, then grappled that shock rifle and backed away. Would have been a very different game, but alas, hindsight is 2020. Lucid's gonna go down, 47-46, make it 48-47 as Collect connects.
This one's getting dicey. All tied up now.
Here we are
Camouflage on the horizon. We may not even need it here. Sab thinks the better of taking any more engagements, does not want any more damage on his shields, backs away, puts it in reverse. And now Penguin looks at that camouflage and it stares at him like the Precious does. The ring. 49-49 now. 1 kill comes the way of FaZe Clan. Great, but just 1 hill. And we're underway in game 3.
1 hill, 1 kill, 1 shield. Doesn't matter who does it. Well, Snakebite, he's been doing a lot for FaZe Clan. It looks like he's going to try and get first dibs on this hill. Oh, I love this as well. Good positioning of the Shroud screen because you can utilize the rock to try and get an angle on people. And then you can just dip behind it when you're under a little bit of fire.
Somebody under a little bit of fire right now is Trippy. Collect should be able to put this one away and does. All 4 dead now for FaZe Clan. And it's C9 with map control. It is C9 with boots in the hill. Collect with the wig wobbler. Good for a body shot. Penguin just about stays alive. That crouch paying dividends in the process.
3rd time's a charm. Still doesn't connect, but was able to get the initial shot off, and it means the Penguin was the last remaining player. It means the Cloud9 are continuing to score here. But Penguin, proving to be a thorn in the side of Cloud9 right now, is not going down without a fight. And eventually, Collect will fall, and Penguin's still alive, and now gets a reward of a sniper rifle.
It was funny because Penguin and Collect collide there at that moment, and Penguin is now 5-0-1, and Collect is 5-0-2, so both players probably separating who was going to get the killing spree. Sab will get onto Penguin and will get the kill. Losing the backstab here. Drops down, gets 2. Looking for more, not done just yet. Slides towards the hill.
Such an important shot though from Penguin. Just hitting that body shot, you can see how it changes the game. Lucid's able to pick up both because there was a member of Cloud9, Sab, being in no shields. And that's the difference. Collect missed a couple of those no scopes. Those really small moments can just change the course of how everything's going, the butterfly effect.
It's when those small moments, those small margins, they start to stack together. You start to see points turn one way or another. The pendulum swing from one way to the next, and a series being defined. And it's Penguin doing more damage, getting kills, and it's FaZe Clan who do open us up. They're 1 capture closer to a clean sweep.
So FaZe Clan strike first. The real question is how do Cloud9 respond as Snakebite is bouncing around the map with the QT. Sadly, Cloud9 had tabs on him and he wasn't able to create any more magic. Next hill yet to be taken by either team at the moment. it's been a scrap just for a little bit of control before you can start to head towards it. Once you do gain control of this hill, you can set up around it quite comfortably. Put someone over towards the snipe bridge, perhaps, especially with a sniper coming up. And it makes it a very difficult one to break, but no one's really been able to get that kind of setup so far.
Trippy backs away. Communication coming from his team. Oh! You quite literally seen that. You've seen the light flash right before his eyes. That bullet whizzed past his visor. Now clambers up into the window he goes, and the thruster pack helping to keep Sab alive. Only for a moment though now. Lucy with the snipe rifle. Trains his attention towards the vent, sees nothing. Avusi just about gets away. I don't think he connected with any of the pixels on his body there. Lucy's in trouble though. Sab doing damage from across the map, and it's now Cloud9 who can step inside that hill.
And even though Lucid does eventually go down, notice the positions he was taking with that sniper rifle. Wasn't putting himself in areas where he was too exposed, always trying to find some sort of coverage. If he does go down to no shields, sure, he had to take a panic moment and jump down in the end, but we would have seen so many players just run out with that sniper rifle, try and get the whirlwind shot, but then you give away that sniper rifle if it goes wrong. So it's all mapped out here by Lucid. Even though it may not have worked this time, in the future, it could be very different.
I've just seen Sab drift over to the same place a couple of times now. With as difficult as this series has been so far, we get a brief look at the POV of Avusi. Looking at the stat line there, at the moment he has a donut, 0, 4, and 8. Been involved in those 4 gunfights, maybe some gunfights along the way that maybe haven't resulted in some kills, but he has got to start to perform now, or this series is going to get out of hand.
Yeah, I start to train your way if you are killless. With only 2 minutes left in this game. 5 assists is still worth something though, I will be saying that. Penguin gets a perfect just to keep Cloud9 out of that hill. Very important for FaZe Clan to try and have a chance of winning this hill and making it 2-0.
Enemy team took the hill.
And for Avusi, you don't want to keep highlighting it. 0, 5, and 10 now. And you know, the reason why I bring it up is not to bring any great shame to him, is because you know he's going to be influenced by that stat line. He's going to start to play a little bit differently. He finally breaks that duck and gets that kill. He's on the board now.
It's going to help a lot.
He can start to worry about different things, start to play his game. Because this one is still close, it's still in the balance. And it's actually Cloud9 who hold the advantage in the hill.
Yeah, this is a big hill. FaZe Clan have done well to wrestle it back, and a lot of it's been down to Penguin. He's just been kind of marching around this space and forcing any member of Cloud9 away from him. Finally is shut down, but he has allowed his teammates now to take that space as well and start to take some hill time here. If FaZe Clan win this hill and they go 2-0 up, the majority of it is going to be down to Penguin.
I love how patient FaZe Clan are here. They have control of the map, they have control of the hill. They're quite happy to just get a point or two, or a tick or two here and there. Step out, prioritize getting your shields back. FaZe Clan now, double their lead. 2 up in the series, 2 up in the game. And for Cloud9, it is what was a long road is even longer now.
It's a difficult road to come back from now.
Enemy team took the hill.
1 minute 25 on the clock, a 2-0 lead, sniper rifle in the hands. You have to take it off of Penguin here. But Penguin, who has been consistently getting in the way, being a nuisance to Cloud9, is still alive. Again, right from the start of the game, when Penguin was surviving against Collect, shuts him down, gets that sniper rifle, he has been so annoying to play against. And this is something, if you've ever played against Penguin, you know full well this is what he's capable of.
Pubudubu staying crouched. Perhaps predicting Penguin was waiting for him just to step up and maneuver that headshot, that hitbox up a little bit. But time dwindling away now, and the call has been put through. We are no longer playing for hills. We're playing keep them out of it. Let's play Slayer from here on out.
Hold the line, and Penguin is going to be the anchor of this with a sniper rifle. A body shot or 2 here would do wonders for FaZe, but that's great grenades and a fantastic push from Cloud9. Their last-ditch attempt to try and get hold of this hill. 3 dead for FaZe Clan now. You need a perfect hold here to give you a chance. 30-odd seconds to try and get that next one to tie it up.
The long road back. This next hill isn't much easier. A lot of work to be done. The old cliche rings out again. Gotta play perfect. No more mistakes, no more issues, no more errors. Every kill that goes the way of FaZe Clan is closer to victory now. 3 dead for Cloud9. And time starts to tick away once more.
One last push for Cloud9 for this hill, but then it's about setting up to try and get ready for next at the same time. And it's difficult when FaZe Clan have got this much control and they are just watching spawns. They know the ice spawns happened and now they're not allowing Cloud9 to even get close to this hill.
Into the final knockings. 10 seconds. Shroud screens go down. Trying to distort vision. But it doesn't matter. Sab desperately tries to go in. Lucid holds the line. FaZe Clan hold the line.